Welcome to the Bishop Mueller Library's how-to video on submitting an interlibrary loan request. Interlibrary loans, or ILLs, is a service that allows library users to borrow materials from other libraries when their own library does not own or have access to those materials. When the Bishop Mueller Library does not have access to content needed by our students, faculty, and staff, the library can request materials through the Interlibrary Loan system. This how-to video will walk you through how to fill out an Interlibrary Loan Request form for an article, a book chapter, and a full book. It will also look at where to find the required pieces of information in the various databases and library resources. Starting at the library's homepage, let's locate the Interlibrary Loans form. First, click on the Services Quick link. Next, select Interlibrary Loans. This will take you to the Interlibrary Loan Form. Click Begin to start filling out the form. First, you will need to fill out your first and last name, and then provide your Briar email address. Next, we will want to select our request type. We will start by looking at an article. As we walk through the form, we will be highlighting where to find each of the required elements within the EBSCO-hosted database, a ProQuest-hosted database, and within the library's catalog when searching via the Everything search box on the library website's homepage. Before we start pulling elements to fill in our form, let's take a look at what you will most likely see within the databases. Starting with our EBSCO database's search results, you will see the article that we are trying to access, and note that it says linked full text rather than access options. This indicates that the library does not have access to this article through this database. You can always double check by following the link for possible access. When you confirm that the library does not have access, click into the article's full record by clicking the title. This will make pulling the information for the Interlibrary Loan Form easier. Let's next look at our ProQuest databases search results. As with our EBSCO results, we can see a link to the abstract and details, but not a full text option. Again, we want to click onto the article's title to access the full record. Finally, let's look at the library's catalog through the Everything search bar. The results page shows that our article is at other libraries, but is not available with a full text from our library. Again, click into the article to open up the full record. Back on the request form, the first element needed is the article title. In the EBSCO record, the article's title is located near the top of the record in a larger font size. In the ProQuest record, it is also at the top in a larger font size. Finally, in the library catalog, it is the top line of text. Copy and paste the article title over into the Interlibrary Loan Form. We next need the authors or editors of the article. In the EBSCO record, you will find the authors in two locations. First is under the title listed behind the by, or under the additional information listed under authors. In the ProQuest record, you can find the authors listed under the title or under the details behind author. In the library catalog, you'll find the authors listed below the title. Copy and paste the authors into the form. Next, we want to find the journal title, which is the name of the publication where the article was published. In the EBSCO record, you can find it beneath the title behind Published In or under the source. For the journal title, you want only the title, not the additional information such as the year, volume, or issue. In ProQuest, you will find the name of the journal under the article title or listed next to the publication title. In the library catalog, you will find the journal title listed behind the "in" and listed beneath the source type. Copy and paste into the form. Next, we need our publication date, which is the year and month, if provided, that the article was published. In EBSCO, the date is listed at the end of the Published In line. In ProQuest, it is listed beneath the journal title as well as in the Details section. Here in the Details section, you will see it is listed both underneath the publication year as well as the publication date. In the catalog, it is listed in the parentheses next to the journal title. Here it is a bit more difficult to read as the date is squished together. Copy and paste the date, making sure it is in an easy-to-read format. The volume and issue numbers are needed next. In the EBSCO database, the volume and issue numbers are not listed at the top, but are instead listed under the source within the Details section. For the ProQuest database, these numbers are listed both beneath the article title and within the Details section, listed underneath volume and issue. In the library catalog, the volume and issue numbers are listed directly behind the journal title. Copy and paste into the Interlibrary Loan Form. The final element you will need to locate is the page number range. In the EBSCO database, the page number is listed under the source. Here you can see that we have a starting page number, and alongside is listed how many pages the article is. In ProQuest, the pages are listed both beneath the article title and in the Details section. In the catalog, the pages are listed alongside the journal title behind the date. Copy and paste into the form. Once you have filled out all of the elements within the form, click Submit at the bottom of the page. From the Thank You page, you can submit another request. Additionally, you will receive a confirmation email along with the information you provided within the form. Your request will be processed within the next working day, and if there are any questions or issues with the information you provided, the library will reach out for clarification. Next, let's look at requesting a book chapter. This will be sent as a digital PDF scan. For our example, we will be looking at the record within JSTOR as well as the library's catalog through the Everything search box. From the search results page within JSTOR, we can see our book chapter as well as the information about the book. When we click into the full record, you will see that the entirety of the book is provided with the various chapters broken down. In the library's catalog, we can see the full book, but not the broken down chapters. Because of this, you will need to search for the chapter information within one of the library's databases or from an outside source. Starting within the Interlibrary Loan Request form, we will first need the title of the full book. In JSTOR, you will find the book title at the top of the record. Make sure to add in both the title and the subtitle. In the catalog, you will find the book title at the top of the record as well. Copy and paste into the form. Next, we will need the title of the chapter that you are requesting. In JSTOR, you will need to scroll down to locate the desired chapter. At the top of the section, you will see the chapter's title. In the catalog, as mentioned previously, the individual chapters are not listed, so this information will need to be located elsewhere. From JSTOR, we will copy and paste the chapter title into the form. The next piece of information we will need is the author or editors of the chapter. Please note that this might be different than the author or editor of the full book. Since we know that the catalog doesn't break down the chapter information, we will pull the information from JSTOR only. For the example we are pulling the elements for, under the chapter information, no author is listed because this particular book was written by a single author, whose information you will find at the top of the page. Looking quickly at a second example, you will see at the top of the record that the book has an editor. As we scroll down to the chapters, you will see different authors for each of the chapters. If you are requesting a book chapter with an author that is different than the full book's editor, use the chapter author's name within the form. Next, we will need the page numbers of the chapter if they are provided. Within JSTOR, you will see the page range of the individual chapters. Copy and paste the information into the Interlibrary Loan Form. Next, we will need the publication date. In JSTOR, you will find the book's publication date at the top of the record. Here you will see it listed as a copyright date. In the library's catalog, you will find the publication year near the top of the record. Copy and paste into the form. The ISBN number is sometimes a bit more difficult to find within the various records. In JSTOR, the ISBN is not listed with the rest of the information, but it is listed within the Book Info link. Here you will find it underneath the book's description. In the library catalog, you can find the ISBN by scrolling down. The ISBN number is usually listed near the bottom of the record. Copy and paste into the form. Finally, we will need the name of the book's publisher. In JSTOR, you will find the publisher at the top of the record. In the catalog, you will find the publisher information under the content type. Here we will only need the publisher name, not the location. Copy and paste into the Interlibrary Loan Form. Once you have filled out all of the elements within the form, click Submit at the bottom of the page. The final request example we will be submitting is an interlibrary loan request for a full book. For this example, we will only be looking at the library's catalog. Starting off, we will need the title of the book. Within the library's catalog, it can be found at the top of the full record. Copy and paste the full title into the request form. Next, we will need to locate the authors and/or the editors. These can be found directly below the book's title. If dates are added behind the author's name, you do not need to copy those into the form. For the publication date, you will be looking for the year of publication. This is located beneath the author in the library's catalog record. Copy and paste into the Interlibrary Loan Form. Next, we will need the ISBN number. To find the ISBN number in the library's catalog, scroll down within the catalog's record. You will find the ISBN near the bottom of the full record. Copy and paste that number into the form. The final element for the form is the name of the book's publisher. Publisher information will be located under the item type and listed after the locations. You will only need the name of the press, not the location for the form. Once all of the elements have been added into the form, you will need to select the delivery method since you are requesting a physical item. If you are a local student, select Pickup at Library. When the book comes in, you will receive an email from the library and will be able to pick up the book at the library's front desk. If you are a distant student in an online program, select Mailing Address and enter in your full mailing address. The book will be mailed to your location. Once you have filled out all of the elements, click Submit at the bottom of the page. If you need additional assistance with submitting an interlibrary loan request, please reach out to the Bishop Mueller Library.